It is a new day. Alright, and yes, I told you, Atari is very much alive. And she had a second incident where, I had moved to a different apartment, and I got her a bigger fish tank. And out of this one, I stopped to clean it one day, and I was cleaning it so thoroughly. I took them out and had them in an ice cream bucket while I was cleaning the tank. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you know, that's all cramped up. It's like, yes, but it was only going to be about 20 minutes or an hour to clean it. Well, I come back, and this ice cream bucket, it held her, and I'm going to say a few more fish, not too very many, but maybe 6 or 7 altogether. She was the biggest of them at the time. I go back, I look in this bucket, she's not there. She's not in this bucket. And I'm freaking out because I can't find her, let alone, you know, yeah, so I'm freaking out. I finally find her. She's on the carpet. I think she's dead. And so, oh no, I go to pick her up by her body, and she starts flopping out of my hand. I freak out because she's alive, and she worms her way behind the bookshelf her fish tank was on, so I have to move that, and it was just chaos. And finally I got her back in the tank, or back in the ice cream bucket. I put the lid on the ice cream bucket and bring it to the kitchen where I'm cleaning the tank so that I can keep a closer eye on what she does. And to this day, me and my husband, we talk about, it's like, oh yeah, if she was not a fish and not contained in a tank, she could easily rule the world if she wanted to. She's a very tough fish. And if she wasn't so tough, I'm pretty sure she would have died fairly soon. Because I had said she is the last surviving of the original set I had. And that was 4 years ago. That's a pretty good track record. I think the other fish that she was in a tank with and then had died from the cleaning of the tank. And that's because if you put them in water they are not accustomed to, if they are shocked by the water, the temperature, the chlorine content, what have you, it'll kill them. And that's what happened. I think one winter I was cleaning the fish tank and the water was just so cold that they died. Alright, I have made it to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna move this one over here and just dig straight away. I hear lava. I think that's off to my left. Or I could have my headphones on wrong. That would be funny to discover later. And so Atari is pretty cool. I in fact named her after the console. I remember in high school, in Algebra 2, one of our professors, if we had gotten everything done for the day, or if it was just one of those bullcrap days that high schools tend to have, he had an Atari plug-and-play that had Adventure, and I think it had a couple others like Tennis and such. But we played Adventure and it was pretty cool. And then some years later, the movie Ready Player One came out after I had read the book first. I read the book. The book is much better. Because the movie, it did an adaptation. It brought in things like Minecraft and World of Warcraft and Call of Duty and Halo to help reference video games and how those are also really cool VR things, but what they had changed from the book to the movie that was not quite ideal I think was the body image of the female protagonist. In the book, she was a shapely woman. She was hefty, and it was a beautiful hefty. In the movie, it is such not that way. It is very much not that way. And if you've seen the movie, you'd know that her avatar, the character image, is slender and elf-like, so she has sharp eyes, and it's just really beautiful as far as the modern standard goes, and that's not what was written. And I guess since you have to appeal to people who game and people who are going to watch that particular movie, you're gonna have to appeal and get people to watch it. I guess that's fine. Yay! Wow, that was fast! Yay, we found diamonds. Maybe I should do some more ranting and more diamonds will show up. I only got 2. I need 3. And just fill this back up. So we will keep going. Yep. Let's see. Oh no, I've run out of torches. Yep. So yeah, this is why I dig all the way straight down and straight across, because you're gonna hit these veins here and there. Even if you're just digging outward radially from where you come down at, or if you dig straight, you're gonna have the same probability of finding these various ores. With the admitted exception that if you're near lava, you're more likely to find precious metals and ores and such. And see, I was just thinking, if I do manage to finish this Minecraft playthrough, what am I going to do next? Well, thankfully that's probably about 400 videos away. That's not something to concern about right now. Maybe I'll play a different game. I don't know. I'll probably do what I like to watch. I like to watch a lot of cooking tutorial videos, so I might try some silly cooking video, because I know I'm not going to be ideal at cooking, but it wouldn't harm anything to try to cook. See, today for lunch, I had watched a video yesterday of the 3 different levels of cooked ramen. It was pretty cool. And I was a big fan of the authentically made ramen that the 3rd tier chef made. And what he had done, I'm gonna make maybe 9 of these. But he made the noodles, he made the broth from boiling the fish bones and the chicken bones, and made excellent broth out of that. And then he soft boiled an egg to go with it, and it was just an amazing thing to see ramen made in that way. And so I tried ramen today. I have the Maruchan ramen, but I tried to spice things up. I'm a vegetarian, so I couldn't use the chicken flavoring packet. And the fact that they don't have just a vegetarian Maruchan ramen baffles me, but we'll come back to that. And so what I did, I had some vegetable stock. I boiled that, and then put the noodles in the boiling of that. I boiled an egg 6 minutes, which made a perfect soft boil. And then I had cans of corn and cans of peas. I put those in a bowl, mixed it, salt and peppered. If anything, if you don't do anything else to your food, always salt and pepper it. It'll raise the roof on your food. And so I boiled the noodles in the broth. When that was done, I poured it in my bowl. I put my peas and corn on top of that. And then I cut the soft-boiled egg in half and put that on top of that. And so it was a nice 1.5 level ramen. It's pretty good.